Alright, so I guess it's way overdue to do a spring update. Or actually, I can't even say spring anymore. It's more summer now for an update. Because you haven't seen anything since about last fall. I guess we could start off here in the garage. Excuse the mess, but the new tool I got, I don't think you've seen, is my new Hobart 140 welder. It's not hooked to gas yet, but it's going to be. A new vise. I picked that up pretty cheap. 6-inch bench grinder, Craftsman bench grinder. Always wanted one of these, and I finally got one for myself instead of using someone else's. This new roll-around table. I said sorry for the mess. It's been chaos around here. Dirty Bourbon. I'm not going to say anything about this because there's a whole separate video on why it looks completely different. But so in the tent, I have all my weights out here. I'm just storing a couple new ones added here and there. Rusty, the SS14, got a new set of 23 1050 12 ags. These are the ones that Tractor Supply sells. They're a lot wider and obviously have more tread than the ones that used to be on it. And now has a stack. I believe this is a Tractor Supply carries this too, but that's not where I got it. If I can open the hood here. All I did is I cut this, guess you can call like manifold elbow that all these the Briggs have with all the Sears, the SS14 and SS15 all have that. I cut that flat, welded this piece on, put a 90, took a piece of 1-inch because this is 2-inch, and I clamped it around. I cut slots in it and clamped it around and welded it all the way around fully. Put a tractor flap on it. Hooked up the key switch because that never worked properly. It would always turn it on, but it would never shut it off. That works now. I got this little mini air filter, pod filter. I got off of Amazon for like $5. The only reason I had to do this is because when I put the LED headlights in, there was no room for the original filter. It would hit this, so I just got this. I need to find a new plug right here for the carburetor. That's the next thing I gotta look for. And I don't know if I said, but there is LED pod lights in the tractor now, and they work awesome. I painted my mule drive. It's got a different deck than what I used to use on it. It's like a 50-inch. It's like some 50-inch deck. I don't know exactly what size it is. I don't know if that, for some of you Sears people out there, I don't know if that says it, but I know it's bigger than the other one. I think my old one was like a 42 or 48-inch deck. The 72 is looking a little sad. I had it up for sale because there was a new tractor I wanted to buy, but it was just a whole mess, the whole deal. Pretty disappointed in someone, you know who you are, but right now I pulled the hood off and put it on a different tractor. I'm going to find another hood. I don't know what the plan is for the tractor yet. This motor's coming out to go in another tractor I just recently got. I don't know what the plans are for the rest of the tractor. I have a couple ideas. I really like to sell it. I'd like to find a hood, put a hood back on it, and sell it just without the motor as a roller with everything on it. I had it up for sale for originally $500 with the hood and everything as it is right now, but no one. Well, there was one person, but we're not going to talk about that. And I've had it with no hood for $350. No one still would take it, so I'm going to put the motor in something else, and I'll keep the rest of the chassis, probably do something with it. The Cub Cadet 100 got a little bit of attention recently. I extended the weight bracket out because it ended right here, so I moved it out. I think I moved it out like 4 or 5 inches just to get more weight, more tongue weight. And because my weights always hit the grill, so I moved that out. It's got a new straight pipe. I still am working on the carburetor because I can't get it. Runs fine, and all RPM is fine, but I'm still not quite happy with it yet. I did some work to the centerpiece right here. This used to be the sticker, and then the sticker was peeling off because when I restored it, I didn't put it on very correctly. So I took this out, got the sticker off, grounded it all smooth, painted it black, and if you look, you can't be able to tell because there was a hole here, and a hole here because I put little LEDs in there. a long time ago, but I filled them all in. They're smooth. You can't even see. I mean, if you look at it, kind of hard. You can see the outline where I didn't completely grind it smooth. Another one behind here. I just put that Cub Cadet sticker, and I think that looks really good. Painted the grill again. I still got to touch up. I need to take it out again because I painted this and I got some overspray. But I got to order a red clutch spring because I'm always slip. This tractor's always slipped the clutch. So I got to order a new clutch spring, maybe aluminum discs. I believe that's what they are. I started to build this throttle post. This just bolts to the fender, and the throttle post will come up. I just need to get a lever. The cord is run. Has old blues cut tires that used to be on it. Other than that, I haven't done anything else. I'm still not done with it. I just had to get out of the garage at the moment because I'm really busy, and it was taking up too much space. It's a sad sight, but, well, here, there's no motor in it. No wiring. The transaxle's still in it, though. But we're going to be putting this together instead of building my brother the John Deere, because I can't stay in the John Deere. So we're going to put this back together, use all the parts from the John Deere, and put it on this. It's a simpler chassis. It's a much better chassis, in my opinion. So we're going to be putting this back together, so don't be crying. Greenie is parted out, but we're going to fix it. Here we got Donut's Garage, which is a.k.a. Lucas. This is his tractor. I built him. It's a Craftsman 2, I believe these are. He's got a little LED light bar. We painted it to match Dirty Bourbon for the spring ride, but that hasn't happened yet. It's got a locked MST 206 we put together for him. We actually bought off of Nico. But the problem is I bent this axle. I got stuck in pulling it out. We bent the axle. And putting it, I had to take the transmission apart. And I had to take the shift fork out, and that's never been taken out. I can't tell. Yep. I rounded that all around, and the threads are messed up, so I gotta retap it. And this tractor will be good to go. I gotta put new front wheel bearings in it. It just has a really good running 12 horsepower single flathead brakes. It's a pretty fun little tractor. I think it's a 4. The stock Craftsman pulley, which we gotta change because that slips in water back. I think that's what he runs. But I mean, it's a quick little fun mower. This little tractor is a, well, let me get the focus. Sears Craftsman 10, 3-speed. It's actually backwards gearing for all the Sears people out there. It's backwards, but it's got 1-inch axles. Super simple tractor. Same clutch almost as a Suburban. This is what the Predator's going in. I gotta chop this bracket and that bracket off. Super simple. Here's the hood for it. I just tore it down the other day. There's the grill. Basically what the plan is to put the same tires that are on the front of Dirty Bourbon and some, I think they're 14-inch snowblower tires up front. Paint it completely. Paint this yellow again. Paint the hood white like it should be. Paint the grill yellow. Basically restore it, but have it as like a little woods tractor, double round tractor, kind of like a go-kart. We'll pull swap it. I have a pan seat. This was a complete tractor, just tore it down. The only thing stopping me from painting it now is this wheel is stuck on the axle. This one came off relatively easy, so that's what this, suspect a build video maybe in the future. What the John Deere looks like. There's no transaxle in it. We're probably going to put this back together, but probably not anytime soon, because I got to find a new transmission. I ended up breaking it. The whole transmission was just junk, so I got to find I forget what it is. I think it's like a 900 series. I don't remember, but front bumper's on. Everything's painted. There's just little cool things I've done here and there. I mean, I painted the engine shrouds and everything. It's basically ready to go minus the transaxle. I have all the pulleys for it and stuff. I just gotta get a new belt once we figure all that out. The fender. Alright, so I got this Sears over the winter. I needed the transaxle for it. I had a nasty Bourbon because trying to get the hubs off of that to lock that transaxle, I actually broke the casing, so I had to get a new transaxle. This I got I didn't want to take this tractor apart because this is an original orange and white Super 12, and they are rare around my area. This is the only one I've seen in person, and I've never seen one on Craigslist in my area. I believe they're a 1 year. I think it's a 69. I mean, it's all there for the most part. I mean, I just got 5 transaxles, and I'm going to put this back together. It looks like it has a 66 10s motor in it because it's a 10 horse, and that's the color that the 66 had. Maybe it's Super 12, because I know a couple of them had that color. But I mean, the only problem is I don't think I'm going to restore it. That's what the original plan was, but there's like some holes drilled in it here and there, and it's kind of rough. I mean, it was cut up right there. It's cut right there on both sides. The paint's not the best. It's really not badly rusted. The steering wheel's bent. We're probably going to make like a little racing mower, I think, out of this tractor. The grill isn't broken. Nope, the grill's mint. It's got this good snowplow I'm going to put on Rusty, I think, this year. But I just thought this was pretty cool. You don't see too many of the orange and white ones around in the New Hampshire area. And then why you guys haven't seen any of my videos lately is because I've been working on my pulling tractors. This has been taking up all my time. There's all 4 of my pulling tractors. Yes, I said 4. There's a new one. This is my new one. This one I got just recently. The tractor is named Rust Bucket. That's what the name was when I got it. It was my friend Scott's pulling tractor. This is the tractor to beat in the 12-inch class. It came with all the weights, all the cut tires. It's got a P220 Onan, RPM gauge. It's got an oil pressure gauge. These cut and widened rims. I like these cut tires he did. I believe these are Goodyears. It's got 13-inch tri-ribs up front. The axle, I believe, is cut in half and welded to the frame to get it down lower. It's got an electric fuel pump, an adjustable pulley. This front weight bar moves in and out. Custom exhaust. It's a pretty awesome tractor. I was pretty happy to pick this tractor up. But Old Blue, you guys haven't seen this tractor since the last update, and so much has changed. As you can tell, it doesn't have the Super 12 grill or hood on it. It actually has the 72's hood and grill. I decided I like if you don't know, that and that are my favorite grill styles for the Suburbans. So I really wanted to put it on this, and I did. I just had to cut a little hole here for my new intake. Did have to trim a little bit out of my over here. I wish I kind of didn't cut so much, but whatever. I'd have to do some chopping around here on each side. And I stenciled the 103 back on. I don't think I'm going to put Old Blue back on it. I mean, everyone already knows that it's Old Blue. But basically what I've done, just got this new intake system. All my tractors have new intake system. You name it. I went through the motor this winter. You guys didn't hear any about that. Locked the transaxle. I think you guys know that. It's got new weight brackets. This new custom 2-in-1 exhaust that put some white heat paint on. What I did with the old exhaust, for some of you who know, it was just 2 pipes that just came up. So what I did is I cut them in the center, bent them in, welded them, put my piece of 2-inch, and then welded around, and I just filled in the cracks here. Got the grenade shifter. I ditched the seat spring to try and get the seat lower. I welded in a piece of 3-inch square stock, just because I couldn't use the seat spring to get any lower because my clutch lever arm comes really close to the top of the seat there. So instead of putting a regular pan seat, I put one of my cushiony pan seats on it. It's not bad, actually. It's got these new Goodyear S-tread tires that, this one I still have to clean up. I cut every other lug out, but now I'm cutting every other 3 out. So now, I still have to grind this down smooth. I haven't done that tire yet. I've been just kind of lazy with this tractor because I can fit all 4 on, but I'm not too sure for a little Toyota truck Tacoma can pull all 4. It's gonna come to some more pulls though, so I gotta fix that up. it's got this new rear weight bracket. So I put my big 140-pound weights on the side, and then I put some round ones right here. I could put 245s over here, and I got this square one under there, and I just put some round ones up front on that. That's about it for Old Blue. I did some stuff here and there with, like, sorry, the camera's not focusing again. I did a little bit of work to the engine here and there. Some top secret stuff. But, nothing new with Nasty Bourbon. It's got a 2-inch drop axle, as you can tell right there. Yeah, a little bit of the anti-seize got on that. It's just a 2-inch drop axle. That's pretty much the only new thing with this tractor, besides it's got a new intake as well. I'm not going to open the hood, but you can see it in there. I painted the rear rims white to match everything else now instead of the cream Cub Cadet color they used to be. But other than that, nothing has changed with this. Besides, I put new valve springs to get more RPM, the Midwest Super Cub valve springs. I need to get a new pulley because this one's bent. Other than that, it's still the same. Then with the case, a lot of work has gone into this tractor since we started pulling. Basically, as you could tell from the first pull of the year, this tractor did not go down the track at all. The belt was slipping, so I put a new belt, changed the belt system. I had to get a smaller idler pulley, which you can see right there. I went from like a, I think it was like a 4-inch to a 2-inch idler down there to get more throw and adjust all my linkages right here. It's got new tires. I believe they are, that's the brand, that's the size, that's as big as you can go for the 8-inch class. Changed the weight brackets. I put 245s going this way, one going that way, and I put some rounds right here. This got a new intake as well. Basically what I did for Old Blue and Nasty in this is these, when you go to the auto parts store, they'll have exhaust collectors where one piece will be bigger and then smaller. What I did is, because these filters you can get at O'Reilly's or AutoZone, I think are the only, there might be other people who carry them, but I don't know off the top of my head. They're 3-inch, so this is a 3-inch to, I think, 3.5 exhaust coupler, and I took the stock Briggs & Stratton the plate that goes across here for your filter. I took that, cut around it, and welded this around it airtight. So that's my exhaust collector. This actually has a new motor. As I didn't post from the last pull. There was a pull a couple weeks ago. It wouldn't take off. I'll put a couple of videos on just me because my camera died as soon as the 8-inch class started. So I'll put a couple of clips in probably right now. So as you guys could tell, the tractor was bogging out real badly and I couldn't figure it out, so I put a new motor in. The whole setup is not the motor. It runs funny at idle now, but at high RPM, this motor hits a higher RPM, so I'm perfectly fine. It's just idle, runs a little weird, so I really could care less, but I mean, it runs really good at any other state. I put a new pulse pump up on top of here. This pump has been modified to just let air, fuel just to go directly in. Then I just plugged this down here. Sorry for the grease all over everything. I've been working on this thing pretty a lot lately, and I haven't had a chance to clean it up. But I'll clean it before the next pull. What else? I think that's just about it. I don't think you guys saw. I made a battery box. I don't know what else to say. Besides, I bored the carburetor out a little bit. But other than that, I mean, these tires work better than those other ones. It's been doing okay. I think we're going to start hopefully seeing it do pretty good soon, so. Alright guys, that will be the end of my beginning of summer 2017 update video. Sorry if I didn't answer any of your questions, or if you have questions, let me know in the comments down below. Yes, there's a couple tractors you didn't see, which would be 1, the Simplicity pulling tractor, and 2, the Super 12. The Simplicity pulling tractor is still in parts at the farm, because I'm not a fan of Simplicity. I really could care less for Simplicity, and I was never really happy with the tractor, how it did. It pulled alright. I'd like to find a Alice Chalmers or a Home-Light style of that tractor. Take the transmission that I used with that and all my weight brackets and tires and motors and put it in that, a newer, cooler chassis, or build a new tractor like a Ford or something. So that's what the plan is with that. The Super 12, nothing's changed with that besides a new seat and a dirt bike exhaust system I installed. That's not here roughly because I drive that there because that's where all the riding spots are. So I got to finish Dirty Bourbon so I can get that back out on the trail. Do some videos finally. There's supposed to be a summer romp happening. I'm not too sure when that's happening. There will be more pulling videos because that's what I'm really doing and that's what I'm more into now. Definitely more of those. If you guys are ever interested in any of the pulling stuff, you can go and snubbersgtp.com. If you're into it, New England area, and you want to do tractor pulling with the garden tractors, come and join us. All the rules are there for what class you want to do. Every once in a while, one will pop up for sale, so you can even buy one. But yeah, so if you have any questions, let me know. Anything else you want to see. If you have any questions on my new Sears rust bucket, I guess we can do a video on that possibly. Probably won't unless you guys want to see one that badly, but other than that, that's about all that I have to show you guys. So please rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.